What's up, gang? Matthew Loop here. Got some serious news for you today. I want you to pay close attention because Yelp is about to screw a lot of chiropractors and business owners. There's some interesting things happen that I think that many are just totally... Let me check here. All right, are we live? We good? All right. You never know with these Facebook Lives. So let me get this shared to a group, and I've got some really important stuff that I want to talk about today. All right, let's share here. All right, so how is Yelp impacting you? All right, let's see here. All right. Thanks for joining me. Important stuff. If you're a chiropractor, business owner, or if you rely on these local review networks to bring people through the door for your reputation, you might find this very interesting. So tag somebody you feel could benefit from this information, anyone that's a small business owner or a chiropractor. And also, by the way, we have our Social Media Revenue Summit, socialmediarevenuesummit.com. Doors are now open, and I'll talk a little bit more about later in this video. So how is Yelp about to screw so many chiropractors and business owners? Well, here's the deal. And I want you to know, and just type in yes in the comments if you are even aware of this. You know that Google, they estimate by 2020 that over half of all searches online are going to be voice driven. Did you guys know that? Yes, no in the comments. Let me know. Here's what this means. If you're even mildly paying attention, and by the way, if you're on, thumb it up, show me you're listening, that you like this stuff, and I'll do more of these lives for you to help you watch your back so you can create more prosperity and abundance in your own life. So understanding the fact that over 50% of all voice searches are going to be voice by 2020, according to Google. I talked about this on the recent webinar that I did. This impacts you in so many different ways, and I hate to say it, but Yelp has a very strong hold, a stranglehold on smart speakers and certain audio devices. Like, for example, I'm shooting this from an iPhone right now, and if you're familiar, all iPhones are connected to Apple Maps, which bring back Yelp listings. So talk about market share. What about smart speakers in your house? Amazon Alexa. Everyone's always asking me, hey Matt, how do you get your website ranked high when somebody searches voice search on their Amazon Alexa? Well, you know how you do that? You have to have a very strong Yelp profile, because if I go ahead and say, hey, Alexa, who's the best chiropractor in Atlanta? Who's the best plumber in Atlanta? Yelp is going to go and search through Yelp listings. And if you don't have a strong Yelp listing, you're not even going to be found. This has major implications as search evolves in the next year, the next 5 years. You know, especially in the older generation, like my parents, they use the voice search all the time. I don't use voice search myself, but so many people I know do. And they probably can't imagine going back and just typing something on their phone. This is going to be long-standing, and it's going to surprise a lot of people. So going back to the statistic, over 50% of all searches are going to be voice from smart speakers or smartphones by 2020, according to Google. You have to have a strong Yelp listing and profile, whether you like it or not. Listen, Yelp is a very unethical company. I've talked about this so many times in the past. I've often recommended to doctors and professionals to report them to the FTC based on their unethical shenanigans, and they've had many lawsuits go against them. Hopefully one of them really sticks and they go down. It's just that they're a terrible company, but they are a necessary evil. And I can tell you stories of some of my most successful clients. They attract 20, 30 or more new patients, clients, and customers every single month just from Yelp without spending any money. If you're currently attracting people in your office from Yelp, let me know below. Say yes. Leave a comment, thumb it up if you are. If you're not, say no. Very, very powerful. So here's the deal with Yelp. You never just want to send anyone over there. You probably already know this because Yelp will filter your reviews. Because they filter reviews, you have to be more strategic. Now, if you have somebody come in your office, the great thing about Yelp is you can search for people in your practice that are already on the network. You can search by name, you can search by email. So you can see how many friends they have, how many reviews they've left. And when, let's say you have somebody come in your office, they've been treating for a while, you're getting great results with them, you want to send them over to Yelp, and you find out that they've left 12 Yelp reviews and they've got 50 friends. You know they're active on there. So what you're going to do next time is you're going to have them check in from their smartphone directly on Yelp. Once they check in, Yelp will prompt them to leave a review. And in that situation, your review is going to stick and you're going to be happy and you're going to come back to this video and you're going to be like, thank you, Matt, that was great advice. I'm telling you, this is a very strategic play here. So you got to build a strong Yelp profile. You have to. It is no longer an option. So many times I'll meet people at seminars and events like, oh, Yelp is an unethical company, so I just chose not to deal with them anymore, blah, blah, blah. And I totally get where you're coming from. And I agree. They're a terrible, unethical company. But to not deal with them any longer is just, you're going to cripple yourself because we have no idea the power they're going to hold in 5 years. That's just the reality. So I wanted to let you know of the implications that Yelp is potentially going to, a lot of people, if you don't pay attention, if you don't understand about voice search, like I talked about on the webinar. Now, in my flagship training, Social Media Elite, I have an entire module dedicated to search engine optimization, and I just released 2 video tutorials in there that deal with voice search. So you can learn more about that program if you're not already a member at dcincome.com/go. This is stuff you need to know, but I gave you some very important points in this video. Now, if you like this content, if you find this valuable, I'm telling you, you're going to love what I'm going to share at the Social Media Revenue Summit this August 17th. You're going to discover what the world's highest paid entrepreneurs and business owners use in terms of strategies to grow their businesses really quick and create additional sources of income on top of their practice. You can register right now at socialmediarevenuesummit.com. I would go there and register because we're going to sell out like we do. Let me answer some of your questions. David says, I'll start tomorrow. That's a good idea. Very good idea. What's up, guys? Thanks for joining in. Marla, Ashley, good to see you. Greg. All right. Cameron, what's up, brother? Brent says, so are you saying we should have a paid listing with Yelp to make it a stronger listing for these voice searches? That's a great question. Now, initially, I would say no. I always say never pay for Yelp advertising unless you're already attracting an extra 10 plus new patients, clients per month. Because it stands to reason, if you're already doing that much and Yelp can get you more exposure, it makes sense. But never pay for Yelp advertising regardless, like otherwise. Now, does the Yelp advertising affect the voice search? Based on everything that I've learned, I would say no, but that could also change. So my educated guess is no, because it's really about who has the most reviews, who's ranked the highest on Yelp organically. That's who they're going to bring back. So great question. Manuel says, yep, not much more Google. Yeah, so Google is the primary referral network for reviews. You get a 50, 100 reviews on Google, you're going to see a large stream of people coming through your door if you're ranking really well. But Yelp is the same thing. So even if you're not maximizing your Yelp listing, you need to be on the active lookout for people in your office that are frequenting this network. It's very, very popular on the East Coast and the West Coast. But remember, all iPhones are integrated with Apple Maps, which bring back Yelp listings. And if I'm not mistaken, the large majority of the smart speaker market is dominated by these speakers that link to bringing back Yelp listings. That is so profound to understand, because you got to have a strong Yelp listing. Take the emotion out of it. Take the fact that they've probably screwed you in the past out of it. You've got to have a strong Yelp listing going forward. Manuel says, so should we maybe allot some money for, let's say, Facebook videos in order to drive more Yelp customers and reviews? Well, listen, yeah, absolutely. So you want to own Facebook like I've taught for so many years, with video, with other types of advertising and whatnot, so you can bring more people in, certainly, to get more Yelp reviews, yes. But to advertise directly on Yelp, no, not unless you're attracting over 10 new patients or clients per month already from there. Marco says, yeah, that's why Kairos shouldn't put all of their eggs advertising costs in one basket. Diversify into other marketing streams. Absolutely, Marco. Very, very smart advice. Robert, David, what's up, guys? You got it, Dow. Thank you very much. Ryan, Alicia. Dow says, yes, same as Google reviews. When I search on my Google phone, it will rank according to Google reviews. Yeah, absolutely. Google and Yelp are extremely important. Crystal, Steve, what's going on? Hey, if you like this content, thumb it up and share it. Tag somebody you feel could benefit from this information. Love doing these Facebook Lives for you. And I got to tell you, socialmediarevenuesummit.com. Registration is open. 5-star experience. You're going to get some of the best content, stuff that I don't share anywhere else. Some private coaching clients have access to it, but we got a lot of new stuff to share this year, and I think it's going to blow you away. Aside from the money-making content that I have for this event, we take you to a 5-star steakhouse, my treat. This event is a premium because we spend a lot of money back on the attendees that go, and trust me, in the first few minutes of the morning session, you'll make back your ticket and then some. I hope to see you there. We're going to sell out. Let me know if you have any questions. Post them down below. Take this advice for what it's worth. I'm telling you, Yelp is going to be, if you think Yelp is big now, they're going to be a beast, mammoth, in about 2 years. You heard it here.